So your brain chooses the simplest interpretation based on your past experience with music. Logically, it assumes the notes will keep rising, even if they don't.
And the fact that your brain makes incorrect assumptions like these is exactly what illusionists like Eric Leclerc count on, as you're about to see in this next game.
Here's a quick logic test for you. How would I get this pear inside this bottle without breaking or manipulating the bottle or the pear in any way so that it would look like this? Any ideas? What do you think?
This is a tricky one.
I know they can't fit it in.
Is that a real pear?
It's a real pear inside a real bottle.
Does it involve heat?
It does not involve heat.
Was it put in there? I don't,
Yeah, it was.
You flattened it and stuck it in there.
Did you rehydrate the pear?
I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Did you put another bottle? Nah, that doesn't make any sense.
I'm not sure.
No.
Was it sheer brute strength?
Feel these guns.
Any idea yet? The only muscle you need to flex is your brain. Ready to find out if your guess is correct?
So do you think the pear's always been this size?
No. Wait a minute. See, pears, they grow bigger. Did it grow inside that bottle?
Boom! You got it, Kenisha. That's it. So the pear has actually grown inside the bottle.
Did you think of that? It's the only logical answer.
Are you being serious?
You think hydrating the pear is a better answer?
The step-by-step process of problem solving is monitored by a part of the brain called the anterior cingulate cortex, or the ACC. You can think of the ACC as the control center of logic. It coordinates all the information stored in your memory to think of creative solutions to puzzles just like this one.
Even if you figured out the logical solution to the pear in the bottle, these next two might be a little tougher.
What if I showed you objects that actually aren't living things, like this full deck of cards and this pair of scissors? How do you put those things inside bottles?
Wow,
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep a lid on these two. We can't give away all of Eric's secrets, or else he'd be out of a job.
Maybe it's because you're a magician?
I like your style, Kate.
Now that you've seen the power and limitations of your brain's logical abilities, it's time to put your problem-solving skills to the ultimate test with this classic logic puzzle. Pretend you're a farmer, and you're coming home from the market with a fox, a chicken, and a bag of grain. You come to a river, and you have to get all three across in your boat. The problem is, your boat can only hold you and one other object at a time. To complicate things even more, if you leave the chicken alone with the grain will get gobbled. If you leave the fox alone with the chicken, it's poultry for dinner. You can make as many trips back and forth across the river as you need to. So what do you think is the fewest number of trips you can make and still get all three across without anything being eaten? While you work the problem out at home, we're giving these volunteers 30 seconds to dive in and figure it out.
you can go back and forth as many times as you want. So you gotta figure this out. How are you gonna do it? You got 30 seconds, okay?
Am I allowed to use my pitchfork in any way?
Nope, you're not allowed to use your pitchfork.
Go. The chicken's gonna eat the grain. That doesn't work. And then, exactly. So that's one.
Move the chicken over here.
Okay, if I put the fox with the...
That won't work.
He's gonna eat the chicken!
He's gonna eat him.
If I do that, we're bad, and if I do that, we're bad, right?
If you do that, he'll eat that.
I know. Damned if I do, damned if I don't.
I don't know.
Have you figured out how to outfox this puzzle?
This is tough.
We'll reveal the solution when we come back. But first, it's time for a brain booster driven by Acura. On average, how many tasks can your brain focus on at once? 2, 5, or 1? The answer when we come back. Did you figure out our brain booster? On average, how many tasks can your brain focus on at once? The answer is C. The ability to multitask is a myth. With that in mind, automakers have developed a computer system that multitasks for you. From keeping an eye on traffic that you can't even see yet, to sensing when your car is leaving the road. Another way logic can steer you right.